All right, so this is going to be a setup here where we're doing the 5 minute buys, the 1 minute sells. 5 minute buy, 1 minute sell, and we can do that all the way up until we wind up getting it pulls down here. It doesn't pull back up. Well, then that's when you're going to look to a higher time frame. So 1 minute and 5, and on the 15, you'll notice that it pulls. After we do all that little pumping up, it pulls, creates more down then back up. So you can ride that 1 minute, 5 minute until you get that reversal for that higher time frame. So always keep an eye on those. But basically, the way it works is, so right here we come up, we're coming up here. We already had that lower low and stuff. But the lower low, we know we already took and we purchased in. We ride it up here to our orange area, and then you sell it. You can come down, take a profit. Don't go all the way and try to hang in there. If it's gonna go lower, 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 take you a profit. All right. Now when it comes back up and it sits up here, we notice over here on the 5 minute, what we did is we came down. We made that new one, which was down here, but it came back and it closed. Even here, I will give you a pointer on this. A lot of times when you see a candle, it goes down and then comes back and it leaves that big old wick and it closes at the height of the previous candle. Next candle, you're going to see move up. So that's another sign. But on the 5 minute, you see that we're up touching the green on the 1 minute, right? So we purchase here, which is a 5 minute up to the 1 minute down. So going up from that entry on the 5 minutes, we're going up, going up, going up. When it starts coming back down, you notice over on the 1 minute side, I'll show over here on the 1 minute side, we get to that green, we sell it. We didn't take and catch the peak. Oh well. We sell at the green. We put a short in and ride it down to the 1 minute orange line area. And what does that do? 5 minute, that's just a big old spike down. So when it comes down, you can then sell it and you look to enter in again, riding it back up. Don't worry about it. It comes back down, touches green, sell it. That's okay. Come back down here and create another entry right in here between the red and the orange. We put in an entry for a long, and this is going to be for a 5 minute ride. Okay, so we came down over here, made a nice little drop down, closed, new candle. Now we're riding it back up on the 5 minute. Comes up, comes back down, touch the green on the one, we sell it. We can take it and ride it back down to the red. Typically where you would take profits is going to be at the red. If it pulls down below that, it's great, but at least down to the red red line, and then you close it. If it pushes down below, then you can look at another entry on that one stuff. But it's better to be safe than sorry. And just like when you enter in, say at this lower low down here. All right, let's do this. We put in, we come up, we entered here. So where do we put our short or our stop loss? It's gonna be just below our lower low. So it's gonna be about what? Right there. That's about where you're looking at. And then you're riding for the 5 minute. So 5 minute comes all the way up, and then it started pulling back down to the green. We closed right there. It's a 0.24% move that we took versus a 0.07% loss that we would take. Okay, so if it comes back, which look, I'm gonna click off this. I'll have to move it over a little bit more, otherwise it's gonna show it there. But as you can see, it did come back down into our red zone, but it didn't come all the way to our stop loss. We gave breathing room, and it's a good entry. There's not as much as you're going to lose as you have to gain. You're going to get a lot more wins than you are going to get losses. And with that, you're going to make money. So take that small loss. Don't, say, oh, it's getting close to it. I need to give myself more margin, more liquidity. Because when you start adding and adding, and they decide to flip and pull it on you, you are going to take a longer loss. It's best to take that small loss. If it hits it, that means that we done broke our lower low. That means we're breaking that structure and we're pulling down more. Let's let it pull down some more. Find that spot for an entry to then get into a better entry. Come up, you'll make your money back that you lost and more. So don't try to time the tops. Don't try to time the bottoms. You're going to get caught. Take your money, run with it. Okay? So we did that right there. So what would that be? How long was that right there? So we entered in here. We took a profit here. We hit right there. So that was a total of what, 55 minutes? 55 minutes for a 0.24% move. Let me see here. Let's see the calculations on that. What we were trading BNB. Right, so on that, on a 30x leverage with $100 entry, you're entering in at 7.52. You're taking yourself a profit at 859.52. Oh, it's 42 instead of 52. What am I thinking? 42 to 52. Pretty cool. 7.34%. Yes, that might not be much, but in a market that's moving, you took that entry, okay, which takes your, if you're doing $100 entry, now you're up to, 107.32. Great. Well, then you took that short down to your orange line. As within 5 minutes, another 0.8%. Okay, so now we've got a short entry at 859.48. Take profit is at 858.75. Another 2.54%. Not a lot. You made $2.73 off of that with a $100 or $107 trade. But you add to that. All right. Then we get another entry right here where it pulls back for another 5-minute ride. Comes all the way up. We didn't take profit up there. We took it when it came back and touched our green. That was 23 minutes, another 16%, right? So when we look at that, we had the first time we got it up to 107.32. Then the next one added another 273, making us $110.05. All right, so now we're using 100% of that. This was a long on a 30x. Entry at 859.05 with a take profit at 860.42. Gives you a $4.78 or 4.78%, which is a $5.26 profit. Okay. So now you're up to 115.31. And then what do we do? We took from here a short down to just a red line area. Not very much of a big move. Like I said, take any kind of wins you can get. It doesn't have to be the long running trades. Or if you don't want to take the little shorts and stuff, you just want to do the longs, do the longs. They're going to produce more, but you know, if you want to take those little wins to go with it, hey, take them and run with them. All right. So here we had 860.42, and we went down to 860.06. Not going to be much, right? 1.25%. So you made like $1.44 off of that. All right. So, I mean, a win is a win. So we'll always take it. We'll run with it. All right. So now on the next move, we create a long, and we're riding it up. The 5 minute shows it is continuing and continuing. And then it peaks up and we come back down. And so that's where we took our profit there. So this one is going to be a long entry at 860.07. And our take profit was at 863.44. So with our 116.75 we're up to, we just made a 11.75% profit, which is another $13.71. Now we're up to $130. We're up 30% for trades starting at this area here, which was at 1634 all the way to here, and we're up 1634, 1932, almost an hour. All right, well then it starts pulling back down. Well, when it pulls down and it flips, which you're taking the 1 minute shorts, and if you notice we wind up over on the 5 minute, we're doing the 5 minute sale, right? When you see it drop, because we're not doing all those little green lines over on the 5 minute and it crosses them and pulls down, that's when you're looking at getting that 5 minute pullback instead of just that 1 minute. Okay. So now at that point, we take a short again over here, took a short, and we notice on the 5 minute it went on down. Okay, we're still going to the 5 minute orange line this time. So it comes down to it. We can sell there. We could have wrote it on down. 100% we could have. But that 5 minute orange is great, and we're going to look at entering when it comes back above that orange line again. Okay, so on this, here's a short. All right, entry. Let's see. All right, let me update the price here real quick. So we're at 130.46. Now we've got an entry at 863.42, and we got to take profit at 860.76. Gives us a 9.24% move. Another $12. Okay, so we will add that $12.04 to our total. Now we're at 142. We're almost halfway up to doubling our money, right? And just like I said, we're going to try to enter in again on the 5 minute at the orange line. So orange line area would be right here. And we come back up. Prices come up here. We didn't get to take it because we're waiting for it. Comes back down, hits the green, we stop. Okay. Now we got that. We got $142.50. Our long entry is at 860.92. Take profit 863.25. Okay. 8.11%. That's another $11.55. We will take it. So add that to our money there. And that gives us a total of $154. Now we've done we're 50%. We're already halfway to doubling our money. Okay. And it is only, we went from, what was it? Right in here is like 1620 all the way to now at this area. Right in here was, I mean, we're about 4 hours in. 3 or 4 hours in, we've already pretty much doubled the money and stuff on just, and that's just running it on BNB and stuff. So you can take and trades on other ones as well. All right. So we've got that. Now, we rode that up. Well, now we want to take and we want to write it back down to another 5-minute one because the 5 minutes at play now. So we put in a short, writing it down. We've got down below that red. You can write it down there if you want to and then let it come back up to the green and stop it, you know. Or if it's down way down below the green, you can go ahead and just close it down at the lower one you can if you want to. Or you can wait for it to come back to the green, which is typically what I'll do. But either way, it's a profit. And that's what we want. A win is a win. All right, so we got $154.05. This is a short. On this short, what we're going to do, we had the 863.21 as the entry. Our take profit is 861.53. No, correction, 58. All right. Another 5.66%. So that gives us another $8.72. So we add that. Puts us at 162.77. Okay. All right. So now we're down here. What was it we were supposed to be waiting for? And again, everybody, you're like, well, where's my stop loss? Stop loss is right here above. So when we entered in here, stop loss is that higher high, just a little above that little symbol of the higher high right there. That gives us room, space, and all that good stuff. So that would be your stop loss, okay? And then you come over here and you're wanting to try to get in again. Over here around the red line is where we want to enter. So even if you enter there, it comes down here. Our stop loss was down here. All right. But we want to wait. Price comes up. We come up here, riding up on our for our 5. 5 came back down. Boom. Closed it right there at the green. All right. Update this. We had $162.77. We took this long at 861.73. We took and wrote it up to 863.09. All right. So we got another 4.73%. So we added another $7.69. We're up to $170.46. Okay. We got that. You can ride again a short from the green down to around your orange area here between orange and red, closing it there. It's not much. Don't get me wrong, it ain't much. But we take any kind of profits we can get to continue to grow our accounts, right? So we're shorting it at 862.85, and we take it a profit at 862.74. Is that right? 862, 863. Oh, it's 863.13. My bad. My bad. All right. 863.13 to 862.74. 1.35% move. So that's a $2.30. We'll take it. Okay. $2.30 added into it makes us 172.76. All right. So we had that one. We enter back in again. We want to enter in around that red line. And we rode up. And we come back. It wasn't much. So Update price 172.76. Entry for this loan 862.79 to 863.39. That's another 2.8%. That's $3.60. We're now at $176. We're 75% profit. Next up is the 5-minute. Currently is pushing down towards the orange line. So we're in, the next one is a short here down to our 5-minute area. It's going to be the orange line area. So you're going to be looking at that right there is where we're pushing down to. All right. So updated entry at 176.36 was our funds that we have now that we've doubled in or been trying to double. Entry at 863.35. And I take profit at 862.06. That one's going to wind up giving us a 4.48% profit. So that'll give us another $7.89. Put you at $184. So as we continue to watch it and stuff, we will wind up having a few more trades that we can get in here, and we can have doubled our money. You know, here it is. We started at 1620 on that one, right? Yeah, 1620 till now. So you figure about maybe another 30 minutes, we should wind up having what we need for doubling our money. So that's about 5.5 hours total. Now, earlier this morning, I did go over this with Johnny, and it was in a matter of an hour and a half, 2 hours on, we was using, I think it was Ethereum, you know, where it had more movement. So if something has more movement, you're going to have a lot more entries and you're going to get a lot more profits faster. So depending on the crypto and everything in its movement, you can get more. But if you want to take and do the slower ones that's moving, you know, to build, you know, monitor it and make those little trades, do it. Don't be scared to do so. But as you can see right here, it's still pushing itself down towards that orange line. We had, like I said, we had set the take profit area was 862.06. So let me just go over here. I'm going to draw a line over here, and then I'm going to go in here to the settings on it, coordinates. Like I said, 862.06. So what we're going to do is make sure we set a line so you can see this. All right. So that white line right there will be our take profit. It's not all the way to our orange line. It's above it. We're front running it. We're not looking for the bottom. At the same time, let's go over here and say 15 minutes. Okay, so here we're crossing. We came down. We done the red, done the green. We're looking at coming to the red. Possibly, I see this orange line, but more likely you're going to see another red line touch, maybe a little bit under the red line, before it pushes up some more on the 15-minute time frame. Is there something on the higher time frame? Oh, okay. Green line. You come back for green line touch on the 30-minute. Okay. You know, it's going to want to eventually come back down here and touch as well on the 1 hour and the 2 hour as well. But you can see on the 4 hour, we already came back down and done that and pulled back up. But it's getting close to, you know, it wants to do those on the other hours as well. But we are simply writing and confirming the multiple time frames. But in that short amount of time right there, we have almost doubled our money. So it is very possible to do so. Especially if you're able to just sit there at the computer to, you know, watch it or on your phone stuff, doing those trades. Just remember to set your stop loss. All right. So again, the peaks are going to be your stop loss, just a little bit above them. All right. It comes down and it touches red, close it. Especially if you notice on the 5 minute time frame stuff that it's, let's see, where is it at here? It comes down and it touches the green on the 5 minute, and you see it kind of stop and reject there. Sell it. When it flatlines and creates a new candle in that same area at the green light, sell that bad boy and go ahead and, or not sell it, but close it and get you a buy order in for your, next ride up there on your 5 minute until it comes all the way up and then starts to come back down. And when it's coming back down over on the 5 minute, you hit that green or that red up here like that. When it's pulled up so hard, sell that thing. Sell it. Close that order out for that long. Put that short in. Ride that bad boy. Come out and take profit on that. Take profit on that. Ride that bad boy down. Take your profit on that one. Down there when it's coming down here to reset under the orange. Because, just as we have to take and we keep coming down, like, we come over here under the orange, reset. Under the orange, reset, and push, red. And it comes back up and pulls down. It's going to do the exact same things. Green. Green. Crosses the green to the red, comes up. Down to the orange, comes up. It does that on every single time frame, right? So let's hoping this thing would push a little bit faster to get to this so we can be able to show it during this little recording, but I don't know if we're going to get it. So I'm gonna give it another minute here, maybe. Maybe we'll get a push to close it out. It is over here on the 5 minute creating a liquidity block. Excuse me. Which means right here is a gap that it's going to wind up coming up to. That's creating an order block right there. So we'll wind up seeing it come down. It's going to wind up coming up back up here to this order block. It may come up to about right in here, possibly here, but shouldn't break above that and create another downtrend moment. So that's an option right there on the 5 minute to, hey, when it gets in, at least write it up to, in here for it to clear that order block and take you a profit. That right there alone with this downtrend right here, and then you add that one in it, that should be another 10 to 15 bucks. You've doubled your money. Simple as that. Is that not awesome, guys? All right. All right, so we know how this is going to play out and stuff. I'm going to hop off of here and put this up on the YouTubes. Y'all, if you didn't understand it or you kind of got an idea of it, go back and watch it again. Watch it multiple times. The reason why you don't see all the other lines and everything, simple fact is I turned off all those to show you the simpleness of the red, green, and orange lines. Okay. I can come back in here, turn on part lines, and give you even more idea of why we're doing what we're doing. So here on the 1 minute, we're going to be doing that yellow line touch on the 5 minute, because when it goes down to this orange, it's going to bring it down below that. And here we are, we're even front running the orange line. So what does it mean on, oh yeah, I don't have it on over here. So let's see what it means over here on the 5 minute. Nothing on the 5 minute, 15 minute, 30. green line still. 1 hour, anything special on any of the other hours? One thing special is that, you know, all the prices are down below. It means BNB's going to have to pull way down. But yeah, we're going to continue pushing out, as you can see. I hope this helps you guys, and I hope y'all start making money. Like I seen Marlowe, or correction, Morrow. Morrow's been making a lot of great calls we've seen over here. We got some new people in here as well. I'd love to see everybody getting to make money. Just remember, set your stop loss. Don't try to, you know, buy down your liquidation and all that stuff. If we enter in here at the green line for this lower low, we had the green dot and a lower low. Enter into the green line. Stop loss just below that LL icon there. If it goes down below that, let it tap you out and walk away from it. Straight up. Just walk away, because if it's going to go past that, it may go and go and go. Okay? Simple fact. It's, let's see. Let's just think that this higher low means we're okay. We're going to make another higher high and everything. Oh, it made a lower high. Well, that's okay. It's not going to go very far. It's going to come back up. You know, so you're going to try to. It's going to take and just bounce right here and push up, and it's going to create one. And you're here. And you're like, well, just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little more. Oh, by the time it gets here, you liquidated. Don't be that guy. Do the proper risk management. Use the tools that I've given you. Use the proper risk management I'm giving you in the best spots to put in to limit how much you lose, because you're going to make more in the long run than you are losing in the long run. You just listen to what I'm saying. Appreciate you guys being here. And if you have questions, make sure you ask me on the Discord. You can either ask in the general chat and stuff, or if you want to try to, you know, one-on-one it and talk, you know, message me stuff, do it through a ticket here in the Discord. I've got ticket system. If you DM me, I'm not going to respond to you, because I don't want somebody trying to act like they are me, DMing people and saying, move your money, do your this, and all that stuff. No. If it's not in my Discord with my official ticket system, because the only one's going to respond to that ticket system is either going to be me or one of my moderators. All right. There's nobody that's going to be imitating me that's going to cause you to take and trade or, you know, do something and then, you know, try to say that it's me. And that's not going to happen. So somebody DMs you that says they're me, open up a ticket and let me know. You can open up the ticket, say, did you DM me? And I'll confirm with it if it is or not, but I ain't going to be DMing you. I will message you here in a Discord. I will open a ticket and add you to that ticket to talk with you versus sending you that DM. You know, only people that I actually do the DM with stuff might be somebody from another Discord that I've, you know, already talked to from the other Discord. But as far as being for this Discord and stuff, it's only going to be through those tickets. All right. All right. So we're going to put this training video up, and hope it helped y'all learn something.